Hi, I'm Eileen.
And I'm Billy.
Welcome to Family Recipe. Really, I'm Billy, and this is Eileen.
Yeah, who knows these days?
I don't know. I don't know where I am. This is day 9,756 of shelter in place.
Yeah, I think we've gone through an entire year. So
several years.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know who's the president. I don't know.
I didn't know before this. I'm not
who's
gonna
our
lie to y'all.
senator. I don't know. We might be back in.
I am the Senate.
We might be back in the jurisdiction of Queen Elizabeth, which
could be.
At this point, I'd be kind of okay with. So we're gonna make a nice little Sunday sauce today. A few weeks back, Billy made some eggplant.
I did?
Yeah, so, this is a basic sauce. Riri would always have at least one, container, Tupperware of sauce in the freezer at any given time.
It's good to have.
Yeah, because it's just real easy. You can use it for eggplant.
Throw it over some macaroni.
You can make some pasta on a weeknight when you're busy and you've already got some sauce. Real simple. So, first things first, I'm going to get some garlic. As we know, it's always our first, almost always our first thing. Especially in a sauce. I'm going to do, this is kind of the end of this, so I'm going to do 3 cloves. What's that?
Do them all.
Yeah. I mean, this is a little baby guy. This guy's kind of bigger.
He doesn't count.
Yeah. It's not real.
I see you have your fancy press there.
I do indeed have my fancy press.
It's fancy.
I like it. It's easier to deal with. I don't have to cut anything other than I guess I do still have to cut things. But
it's a pain to clean though.
I stick a fork in the back side of it and it cleans up pretty easy.
I didn't know that.
My forks, like the prongs,
fit perfect?
Yeah. Fit perfectly if I push it through the back. And, works pretty well. I'm a fan. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to turn this on. Get a nice ceramic pot. Get that going.
That's fancy.
It's from the Martha Stewart collection.
Is it?
It is.
I love Martha Stewart.
I do too, I gotta be honest with you. And her friendship with
Snoop
Dogg just makes me smile. And wait till that's a little bit warmer. Then we're gonna put some olive oil in there. And then after the olive oil, put the garlic in. Now in Goodfellas, they would
use a razor
slice
blade.
the garlic with a razor blade. I'm not gonna do that, but it's gonna be just as good as, I don't know about that.
Their prison sauce? I think it'd be better.
There was a great meme early in the quarantine that was like, I feel like we're in prison, but the kind of prison in Goodfellas where you can still make a lot of pasta. And I was like, that's pretty accurate.
Until we run out of pasta, then it's ramen noodles.
Yeah. Or Wonder Noodles for you, right?
Oh, I love Wonder Noodles.
I still don't know what they are.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Don't have to.
Fair. Get all these in there at once. You know what we need? The Goodfellas soundtrack. But we don't have the rights to that kind of music, so you ain't getting it on this episode.
I was just about to sing one of the songs, but I realized that...
I think you can sing it,
But
but I definitely know you wouldn't be able to play it. So just gonna
sing it out of pitch, out of tune.
Yeah, exactly. Sing it really badly, and they'll be like, my stove is not exactly level.
It's fine.
But that's
Nothing
okay.
is.
Just get this olive oil warmed up a little bit. And then I'm going to press the garlic into it. And then I'm going to chop up an onion while we're waiting.
Now roughly chop it, or? Doesn't matter?
Yeah, roughly, because what I'm going to do later is I'm going to use an immersion blender on this.
Nice.
You don't have to. I made vodka sauce a few weeks ago, and I used my regular blender, but it's a little bit more time consuming and there's a lot more chance for spillage, especially when using a pot like this, because it's pretty friggin' heavy, especially when there's filled with liquid.
And you can burn yourself.
Yeah. Well, so I waited, that was the thing, I waited for the vodka sauce to cool, then I put it in the blender, and then I blended everything together, and then I cooked it again for a little bit. So, you know, it's just kind of one of these things, right? So I'm going to save these guys for Bill, because he likes to
throw it in a stock.
Throw it in his stock. I'm going to get this press going. Come on. I put all of them in here at once, so it's a little...
a little tougher to squeeze.
And then we're going to use the Billy method.
Not all the way through.
What's that?
I said not all the way through.
Oh, I do it all the way through. So, oops.
The Billy method is just sloppily.
This is in the hopes that you're not going to cut your fingers. Whoops.
You got a cat paw.
We're going to get this in there. Give the garlic a little. Whew, I'm already tearing up from the onions.
The hams.
Hear that garlic going. Gonna just bring it to like a medium-low type
That smells
setting.
fantastic.
It already smells good. Gonna do this half of the onion. Okay. Oops.
Now in Goodfellas they say not too many onions.
Now I really want to watch Goodfellas while we're cooking.
We should just put it on. Let's burn the sauce.
Such a good movie. Alright. Alright. So we're gonna leave this in here until everything's kind of translucent. You don't want to overcook them, but just nice and soft. And then we'll start playing with the rest of the ingredients. So our onions and garlic are nice and browned up and soft. So we're going to use a 28-ounce jar of, you know, you can use chopped tomatoes, pressed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, doesn't really matter. Obviously, if it was summer and we had some stuff already growing, you could do this with fresh tomatoes. Over the summer, maybe we'll do a slightly different version. This is going to be a little bit more winter, spring of a sauce. So just pour these guys right in there. Stir this around. Keep this on, you know, like a medium to medium low for now. And then, oops, shot a little bit at myself.
It's alright.
Yeah. We're going to add about a tablespoon of tomato paste as well to thicken us up a little bit. Just going to squirt that in there. Nice and easy. Give it a stir. And we can do, oops, wrong drawer. Some red pepper, some regular pepper. You know, not too much, not too little, just right.
Just right.
Don't really measure. This is the kind of thing you want to like feel with your soul and go by smell, honestly, a lot. It's not, I'm going to do a little bit of salt. Just going to do some regular salt. Again, stir it around. And I'm going to also put a little bit of wine in here. Thanks.
Will you let this come to a simmer and then add the wine?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm going to turn this up a little bit right now, just to get everything really cooking. So I can add a little bit of wine in. And then basically it's going to sit for a while. You know, you can, in the summer when you have fresh vegetables around, you can really put anything in this. I have a friend that puts a little carrots in there, gives a little bit of sweetness.
Oh yeah, instead of putting the sugar, that's smart.
Yeah. I don't really use sugar much.
I don't either.
Like I do like a maybe a pinch. Sometimes it's worth it, but yeah.
0 sugar for me.
Well, you know why. All right, actually, before we add the wine, I'm going to cover this and let it cook for a little bit. Probably about 15-20 minutes, and really get it going. Just cooking some stuff down. We'll put some wine in, and it'll be delicious. All right, I'm gonna cover it. All right, so the sauce is looking pretty solid right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh basil. I'm just gonna cut it right on top of this because it's really a cutting board countertop.
And did you pick that from your mother's garden?
I didn't, because I forgot to ask her if she still had any growing.
Blasphemy.
I know. So Billy actually picked it up for me on the way here. But it smells real nice. We're gonna add. Hopefully that's not too hot. Yeah. Gonna add some wine because it never hurt nobody. Woo! Ha! Careful, Eileen.
We had a gimbal error.
Did you reset it?
Yep.
Okay. Stir that around. I'm gonna turn this down, and I'm also gonna add a little bit. Where did I put that? Balsamic, because instead of using like any sugar or anything, a little balsamic will kind of give us this little sweet flavor, but we might use a little bit more when we go to finish it later. But so this is good. It's a nice, you know, it's only a couple of things you throw together, and you know, if you make it, let it cook for a while on a Sunday like that, like today, then you got something. You put it in the freezer. You get something you can use for quite some time, and you know, it's really easy. It's really not hard. 100% better than jarred tomato sauce. And you can, you know, it's always impressive. So, oh, my homemade sauce. So, like I said, Riri would always have at least one container in the freezer at any given time. So, it's good. And you can always change it up. You know, the basics for, I was saying I made vodka sauce a couple weeks ago. It's the same basics. You're just adding some cream and vodka. A couple other, you know, some cheese. But we'll do a vodka sauce at some point, and then we'll do a vodka sauce pizza, because that's the or the best, as someone else might say.
That's something that's not us would say.
It's something that you could say to a child. All right, so we're gonna cover this. We're gonna leave it on like a low, and it's gonna sit for like 20 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna get in there with the immersion blender and do some finishing touches. So the sauce has been simmering for about 20 minutes or so now. It smells real saucy, and we're gonna take the immersion blender and really get it all thin. All right. I got it all over me.
That's all right. It's a dark shirt.
Yeah, but I like this shirt. Okay, you know what? Hold on. We're going to stop for a second. Really, my apron's a little...
That's fine. That's perfect. I love it.
My best friend, Ellie Cole, got me this apron when I moved to Texas.
She's a good kid.
She is.
Ellie Cole is a hairdresser and also does some crafty things.
She is. She's also a bartender.
She's a bartender. She likes to make some comfortable crochet products. She's pretty talented.
She is.
Check her out.
Ellen Creations.
Ellen Creations. Ellen Cole.
Alright, so like I said, we're going to kind of... Jeez, this is really... I feel like I need a shield.
Whatever it takes.
So, the last time I made sauce, I'm splattering it everywhere. I put it in a regular blender, but like it's a whole process because you gotta wait for it to cool down, put it in the blender, try not to friggin' spill it all over yourself, although at this point, I've already done that, so I don't really see a difference. But, you know, what are you gonna do? It's thin enough. I don't want it to be like super liquidy. So I'm gonna just cook it for a little bit longer to get the rest of this really soft.
Broken down. It's
Soft,
above your eye now.
soft and broken down.
It's like a horror movie.
This is. And we're gonna cut so I can clean myself.
Sunday sauce.
That was great. Okay, so the sauce has been cooking a little bit longer, about 20-30 minutes. Looks real good. We got everything smoothed out with the immersion blender before we let it cook. And now I'm gonna take it off the stove. I kept stirring it intermittently here and there. But we take it off the stove. Let me get a second pot holder. This guy's pretty big and heavy. Get that off so I don't burn down the house. And I got some bread so we can just kind of give a little dip. And I'm just gonna get a little spoon and invite Billy on over here. Gonna do a little.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Eating bread again. What has it been, 3 weeks?
I think so.
I finally recovered from that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's see.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good sauce. I just want to dip the bread back into it. But I won't. Corona.
Corona. Corona.
Corona indeed.
Indeed.
I'm going to finish this. It's really good.
I dig it.
We can use this for other recipes too, which, like the eggplant or the chicken dish you were talking about. Would be a good idea. Or just eat the whole entire pot with bread.
Or I could just throw some pasta on right now. Billy doesn't eat it, but I do.
I'm eating bread, so I might as well.
That's true. It could be your cheat day. Yeah.
My whole life is a cheat day. Well, thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments.
Aces. Thanks, bye.